Hello everybody and welcome back once again to the final video in the walkthrough here. Obviously we are right near the end and alright, so in one of my previous playthroughs I had actually found a way to kind of bug out this battle, and I couldn't replicate it. I'm not sure how I did it, but if I remember correctly, it was something with, I used one character with, what was it? Battering ram, I think it was. And I like cruised into the fight, and for some reason it didn't trigger the battle with these Death Knights. And I'm not exactly sure how or why that happened, but anyways, I would say here what you want to do, or what I did anyway, was I walked up really close with an invisible character, and the sisters, and I forget the name of the Soulforge sisters. Anyways, started the battle, and then what I did was I actually had the Death Knight control wand, I believe is the name of that. It's the one that we just got in from Leandra. And the great thing about that is it actually lets you use an ability that will, where you can actually just one-shot these guys completely. And so that's what I did right at the beginning of the battle. Now, there was a reason why I picked that specific Death Knight, and I'm not sure, or I can't really remember what that was. It probably has charm or something like that. So, yeah, Soulforge sisters. So I'm guessing that's why I took that one out first. But I guess their like elemental or their abilities may or may not be obvious based on their colors. If you notice that the blue one over there used some sort of freeze spell on, I don't know who it was. He tried freezing somebody. Oh, maybe the summoned wolf. I think that was the Soulforge sisters that summoned up a wolf over there. And I would actually also say that this purple one looks like it's got witch spells. Oh, and there's charm. Immune. All right, so it tried casting on someone who was immune anyway, and then that thing's got witch spells for sure. The purple one. So, all right, so we're back to Nicolita here. And she's got that, I think she's got that wand equipped, and that's why she's able to use this Death Knight destruction. And so if you notice here, you're able to, I'm just going to be able to cast this over and over. Yeah, it looks like, it looks like it's costing 4 AP. Now I'm going to have to use Adrenaline here. Wanton Force, totally worthwhile. Boom, and I think this is the last one. Boom, just like that. Okay, so that is it. Very, very easy battle in my opinion. The only catch though is I believe all of them get a turn first. And I don't know if that was just because I was a little bit too slow, or if that was kind of the way it was supposed to be designed, but you have to be careful. So I actually split off the, I think that was Nicolita, and sent her up first. Yeah, that's the wand right there. So now that's basically pointless for the rest of the game. We're not going to need that anymore. So I'm just going to equip, my old wand, I guess. Yeah, boy, I had quite the selection there. Not a whole lot of, I guess it didn't really end up with a whole lot of Tenebrium wands, though, which is kind of unfortunate because they're really good. But I couldn't find ones that had, like, good combinations of stats and stuff, so I kind of only had a couple. But, alright, anyway, so we're going to move on here, and I think at some point, yeah, here's Brian. I think that's his name anyway. Let's check here. Okay, empty chest. Yeah, there he is.
Nice to see a friendly face in a strange place, ain't it?
Okay, what's he have here? Anything good? Nope. Also nope. It's not horrible. That belt's actually fairly decent. Not
I'm just here to
not the
enjoy the show and make a
combinations of stats that I wanted. But
granted all this is still here tomorrow. Best of luck to you, Guardian. You're gonna
best of luck. You're gonna need it. Well, thanks, buddy. Thanks for the vote of confidence. Excuse me. Boy, is this the final battle down here? I feel like it is. I think this is it. I think this is the last one. So, I guess we'll. Yeah, this is it. Okay. So this will start the final sequence. Definitely want to save before you fire this off.
My fallen friends arisen. Let us
Okay, so I guess before I actually finish the dialogue here, I wanted to kind of set my characters up a little bit better. I don't know how well I did here in setting things up, but yeah, we'll see. It wasn't horrible. I would say it's probably not a bad idea to keep your characters at least a little bit spread out. You don't want to, get hit by a ton of AoEs or something like that. So, I guess we're going to see how this plays out. The final boss can be pretty brutal, but I think this battle went really well. And I don't think I had to reset at all. At least I hope not, because I'm not expecting to see that. I guess we're going to find out.
hear the clapping of hollow, hated wings. Hear the voiceless voice. The void approaches. Look, the dragon. The dragon. Stand by me. Stand together.
Okay, let's do this. Alright, so... Communifier. Alright, so this one, I guess the advantage here is that you've got Astarte, Zandalore, and the Soulforged Sisters with you. The only bad thing about that is the Soulforged Sisters will sometimes actually attack you. It's like when Leandra takes over. Or when Leandra, I guess, is overpowering Akara or something like that. However you want to, or however that's supposed to work. I don't know how much sense that really makes. I thought, and maybe my understanding was just wrong, but my understanding was that the two, like, essentially forged into one, and, like, there weren't separate personalities. But I must just be wrong. So she must be kind of in there somewhere still. And I think actually that probably makes more sense. Otherwise, I mean, why would a being that Ikara is part of, and if that side of her was more dominant, I don't know why you'd see the Leandra side come out and attack you. So, anyways, that's not that big of a deal, I would say. Yeah, so anyways, alright, so Zandalore, much like his abilities, I don't think his abilities actually changed that much, or if at all, I would say, from the earlier battles that we did with him. So he actually did get a Petrify off on one of these guys, so that actually will help a little bit. So he's kind of taken one of these enemies out for the time being. Charm failed. I don't remember if these can just not be charmed at all, or if I was just getting kind of unlucky here. I guess we're going to find out. I'm guessing I at least tried more than once, but we'll see. But, alright. So we got another little Howling Wind pet here that the Soulforged Sisters have summoned up to help us out for a bit. And I don't think these guys are immune. Yeah, these guys are going to take... Nope, I did heal. Yep, I'm healing everything with these Tenebrium wands, so that's no good. Alright, let's take those off. That's kind of crummy, so that's That's probably something that I should have done beforehand. I guess I guess it's a-okay that Brian didn't have any more Tenebrium wands for us, because it appears that they're not useful for the rest of the game. But alright, so we've got we've now re-equipped, and there we go. Did some pretty decent damage in that last turn. Unfortunately, I did have to waste a ton of AP to equip those, but that's better than being completely ineffective for the rest of the battle. Funk. Oh, lucky knockdown. Alright, let's see if I get lucky here too. Nope, no dice. That's alright. Okay. Summoned Wolf is doing some work. Gosh, I remember the dragon being able to do some like AoEs and stuff. Or at least I think so. I don't know if he actually used any of those attacks on this playthrough, but we'll see. But probably a good idea to keep your distance. Obviously, if you've just got a group of melee characters, that's going to be well, it's not going to be possible. But I'd probably recommend then, if that's the case, like if you do like I don't know, like cardinal directions or something. You know, have one person stand on the north side, one on the south side. That way, you know, and I don't know if these are cone type attacks, is whatever that breath attack thing that he just used. But if it is, you know, if you have your characters spread out the way I suggest, then hopefully the Void Dragon wouldn't be able to hit them. But yeah. Oh. Yeah, let's get this re-equipped here. Okay. Excuse me. Clunk, clunk. Alright, it's doing a little focus fire here. Trying to get some of these guys taken out, and looks like I'm too far. Okay. Oh, what? Okay. Yeah, this is a bad idea. Just wasted a little bit of AP to get here. I guess because of that one that is still petrified, I was kind of okay with that. Kind of wanted to get this one that was on the ground taken out, but and then here this one doesn't appear to. Yeah, we need to get him taken out. Medora still actually has a ton of AP, and has her summon off a cooldown. Because obviously I haven't cast it yet, so I'm not really sure why I didn't. I really should have, but now that I've got her buffed up, then, you know, that's I'm not going to waste a full turn on summoning. So, all right, another one bites the dust, or was that the first one that I killed? That might have been, I think that was the second one. Come on, knock him down. No, oh, we might be able to just kill him straight up. There we go. All right. Another one down. We have left at least two. Oh, nice. Got him knocked down and petrified. That guy's not going to be... Probably won't even get up. Oh, a sliver left. Can the wolf take him out? Yes, he can. And where did this guy come from? I think randomly, or maybe it's every turn or something, another one gets summoned, or maybe it's every 2 turns. Something else gets summoned, but we'll see here. I actually don't know the, kind of like the ins and outs of when things happen in this battle, or if it's like, you know, once you've killed enough of the ads, then another one pops up. Oh, that Wolfie got destroyed. Clunk. But yeah, I don't think this Void Wanderer was there at the beginning. I think that got, or that was an ad that came. And it actually looks like there's one to the south, too. Well, I think that... Nope. No, I guess technically that's not the south. That would be the... southwest, I guess. Yeah, southwest it looks like. Whatever, up the stairs that led us into this room, it looks like one popped up back there, because I can see the red dot on the map, but it hasn't walked into range yet, so we will see. Alright, so now is a good time, I guess, to summon. Actually, it's not a good time to summon. I literally just said in the previous turn that she was all buffed up, and now that was not a very good idea, in my opinion. So I'm not really sure why I did that. I feel like I probably should have just kept attacking stuff, but that's okay. Oh, there we go. Took that one out anyway. Oh, the void is within me. Oh, no. Alright, so here, if you noticed, Leandra actually, what did she say there? Something like, the void is within me and I will strike you down. That's temporary. I don't really think it's worth dealing with her. She doesn't really do much when Leandra takes over. And I don't remember how long it lasts, but I do believe she does revert back to normal, I guess I'd say. So don't worry about that too much. And again, I don't think she really accomplishes much when she kind of turns on your group. Or at least she didn't for me. Maybe I got lucky. I don't know. But, alright, so it's time to start moving these guys into place. Still feel like there was a bunch of... summons that I haven't dealt with yet, so... That must just, progress. And I don't know. I don't know what triggers it. Maybe it's once the Void Dragon has lost a certain amount of health, then it'll summon more ads, or... Yeah, here's one of them. Here's the one I was talking about earlier. And I don't... That thing kind of looks like, what's her name? Cassandra. When she was... I don't know, when she freaked out and attacked us. Alright. Let's see what the Void Dragon is doing here. Okay. Oh my. That is a lot of damage. Okay. Yeah, she hit for like 7, or it hit for 700 and something. And alright, so now we've got a bunch of like, I don't know, what are these things, like void spiders? I think, there we go. Okay, so we got one charmed. Awesome. Ugh. There we go, nice crit. Yeah, alright, that's not a bad turn. Half of its life done, or gone in a turn, and I got a charm off too. Not too bad. And Zandalor is going to town. He's pretty weak though. He was not doing much damage at all. 80? 82? Okay. Boom. Looks like these void spiders are immune to air damage. So yeah, we may want to switch things up here. Okay. There we go. Alright, I guess I decided to go with an Earth Wand, and oh, boom! Oh, Medora is so brutal. Okay. Felt like Medora just did work the entire game, and she was arguably the worst setup of all my characters. It's really just because of, yeah, I guess that's an arguable point. So, put Rage on her, and that's really what really helped her do a lot of damage throughout the game. And the great thing about Medora is she does start with, she might start with Man-at-Arms 2, So you actually don't need to put any points, I believe, into Man-at-Arms in order for her to get rage. Which, you know, again, if you're going with a wand group like this, I highly recommend. It's just, it's so good. There's almost no reason not to. And I think the penalties far outweigh, or sorry, the advantages far outweigh the disadvantages. Disadvantage 1, you know, is that it reduces your accuracy, but since wands have 100% accuracy, that's not an issue. So the only real drawback is the loss of armor, which is, you know, negligible. That, and all my characters essentially equipped with heavy armor anyway, so they've got armor to spare. Oh, Starday got frozen. That's not great. And okay, no, okay. So it does look like the. I thought the Soulforged sisters returned back to normal, but that's not the case. It still looks like Leandra's calling the shots, and she is kind of purple. So I don't know. Maybe that's to signify that Leandra is running the business for now, running the family business. Okay. Oh, that's a long run. Oh, and it's going for Leandra. Or I should say the Soulforged sisters, whatever. That's not great. That's not really helping us out. We don't really want, we don't want to be attacking her. Wasting time. Just get back onto the Void Dragon, hopefully. And here we've got Zandalor's finally moving in. Looks like there's, okay, so I'm not sure why, but it looks like, I don't know if there was some rain or something, or what the deal was there, but there's, obviously the ground underneath the Void Dragon appears to be electrified at the moment, so if you've got summons, you know, just, I guess, be careful. It looks like they're able to hack at him, though, or it, without, excuse me, being stunned. So everything is looking A-okay there. But, hey, alright, we're not doing so bad here. Getting some work done. What are we doing here? I feel like, why am I running around all over the place? Okay, so I guess I wanted to drop a heal on Astarte. I don't know how much I really needed to do that, but I guess she is at about half health, and she's been somewhat helpful, so why not? And I don't know what happens, say, if Astarte dies during the fight. I don't know. Maybe she can't. I don't think I've ever had a game where she has actually died. Yeah, I kind of feel like she probably just, like, resurrects automatically or something silly like that. I think that's what happens with Zandalor. If you kill off Zandalor, or if Zandalor dies, like, during one of these fights, I think he just pops back up. This fight isn't over yet, Guardian. That's right, it's not. We are ripping stuff up. Blessed Earth. Alright. Here comes the big group buffs. Not that they're really needed anymore, but that's alright. It's the thought that counts. Excuse me. Oofta. Alright. Let's get this Void Weaver down and continue on with our business. And what? Oh. I thought the Void Dragon got knocked down, but I don't think that's the knockdown symbol. And it probably doesn't make sense. I have a hard time believing that you can knock this thing down anyway. Seems like that'd be pretty cheesy. The Earth itself rises. Stop wasting your time. Come on, buddy. Get back to the dragon. There you go. It's called Focus, Zandalore. Jeez. This kid needs a fidget spinner, I guess. Alright. Clunk, clunk. Ow! It's always kind of depressing when the decapitators all die on the same turn. So I guess it was only 2 of the 3. Still. Okay. Hope the Soulforge sisters here will turn back on this this turn, or revert back to being helpful as opposed to being annoying. But we'll see. My anger burns like 1,000 suns. My, that's pretty angry. I mean, that's pretty descriptive. Really paints us a nice picture. There we go. Alright, so game on. May the source heal you. Hey, thanks. And got our little wolf pet back. Okay, so there's another Void Widow that that was summoned. And here I'm not sure if I just focused on the dragon. I probably should. And I can probably afford to at this point. Oh. The Howling Winds decided to go for the Widow, though. Haste. Okay, thanks. Oh, what's going on here? Extreme close-up. Yeah, boy, the Astarte is really getting picked on, which is probably a good thing. And then, I don't know, the breath, it really actually only looks like it's a single target deal. Or it's either that or my characters are just positioned in just the right spot so that they're not, you know, getting hit. Or I'm not getting hit, or more than one person isn't getting hit, I should say. Jeez. But, alright, anyways. Okay. So that's why Leandra is not that dangerous, if you notice there. Even when she's in her, or even when it's Ikara overtaking her, she's not accomplishing much. So, and I guess I didn't notice before, but it looks like those Void Widows explode and leave some sort of fiery pitch on the ground, which is a little annoying.
Guardians, it is over. The void has been caged inside the God Box, and you have put an end to the battle I was designed by your enemies to lose. The taint has gone. A new dawn breaks. Pure is the source that courses through me. Immaculate. Let us absolve the word. Unsullied is all source anew. And I see that one stands by you. One that would benefit from the source's cleansing. Oh, Ikara, most radiant soul, let me soothe your ill-starred soul forge and banish all that is Leandra forever.
Leandra, my sister, my soul. She is gone. She chose her fate, and I could not protect her from it. I wasn't strong enough. She is truly gone. Her soul was lost, so deeply lost, and I could not save her, no matter how much I willed it so. I know not where her soul might rest, but I hope she is at peace now. Somewhere she can do no more harm.
At peace, yes, so she is. That much I can promise you. Her life is at an end, but her journey is not, and you are free from the burden that is her troubled soul.
Thank you, Astarte, sweet spirit. Through Source, I shall serve you.
My champions, my gratitude is yours. All of us fell low once, but look how we have all reascended. There are more and other forces at work than you can conceive. The Void, it is but an instrument. Leandra and her followers, mere tools. Even gods and spirits, such as I, have less control than mortals know, would fear to know. But these things may not be spoken of, and my knowledge is incomplete. All I can promise is that I'll guard you long as you and yours live. Always. That, my friend, is a hard question to answer. But we have somewhere to go, and in that your victory lies condensed. We stand at the brink of a new age and a new universe that even the cowering gods thought the fancy of fools. More fool them, for distrusting you, Guardians, you deliverers of time and space. For myself, I will remain here to cleanse and renew the first garden. Source shall flow wholesomely again, a blessing upon all the well-willing creatures of all the beauteous realms. And you I absolve of your guardian duty. You have kept the watch long, and kept it well, but even longer shall be your lives, and happy if I can make them so. The only two beings you'll be, who can freely come to this garden and bask in the splendor of the Source restored. The only two beings you'll be, who will share the privilege of gods. But first I will let you settle your business on Rivellon. So let me take you home, to the place where it all began.
Okay, so obviously that's it. Void Dragon is dead. We're kind of, yeah. I guess the quest is done. Looks like Astarte resealed the dragon, and that's about it. Obviously, I've got tons of footage here with me just heading back to the Source Academy, and this is just kind of like the aftermath. And yeah, I mean, I guess I'll probably just end the commentary here. You can, read the, I guess again, the aftermath here. The rest of the characters that you recruited will be here at the academy, and you can kind of see, I guess, or get a glimpse of what their future holds post Void Dragon. But I'm going to cut the commentary here, excuse me. As always, hope the guides were helpful. I would say really great game. I think this was probably the one thing that made it so great for me was it just reminded me a lot of Baldur's Gate because I loved those games back in the day. So as always, though, hope the guides were helpful and hope you join me for future walkthroughs. Thanks for watching.
Rivellon. Home again. Long have we traveled, side by side. Now here we stand at the end of our adventure, into a wilderness I never imagined. I will return to Home Forest. I know not what I'll find there now, but I will sing our story from every cave and clearing. Our victory will purge that place of Jarrett's treachery.
Come visit someday, won't you? I know Mother would love to meet you. Oh, don't worry. You're not gristly enough for her taste.
To think the Academy was but a hair's breadth away from being blinked out of existence. If you'd asked during our student years, I would have told you let the Void's will be done.
Source scum's trappers set to work. They hadn't counted on one thing. Source hunters! Oh, comrade, our reputations have galloped over far before we did. Old Captain Wartress won't believe half of what I told him, or so he says. He won't admit it, but he's giddier than a schoolgirl to see you again. Well, comrade, someone's got to teach these pups about going toe-to-toe against the dark forces of Rivellon. Reckon yours truly's up to the job.
Well, well, well. Look who's finally back. Were you out hunting Source, or finding yourself in Youthall Gore? So, out with it then. Who killed Councillor Jake? Well, we've heard the rumors. Source cult this and end of time that. The recruits may buy it hook, line, and sinker, but I've been on the farm long enough to know a tall tale when I hear one. I'll expect to find all the details in your report, Hunter. But first, you've got visitors. The kind I don't like to see loitering around Academy headquarters. Clear them out, and then get to writing. Gods above. There's at least 2 in every year. Look, I don't care what you do in your free time, recruit. But on Academy grounds, the recreational use of Drudenay is strictly prohibited. Do I look like your secretary? Go on. They're just inside.
Well, well, look what the cat wizard dragged in.
Not a bad place you've got here, Guardian. Not bad at all. Though I don't know if that sourpuss of a captain realizes you were all that stood between him and certain doom. Perhaps I can rustle up a nice charming elixir to soften that scowl of his.
Now, I'm sure after all they've faced, our heroes can handle the likes of him. How are you faring?
True enough. Do you think anyone here, even the most wide-eyed recruit, would believe the entire truth? Sometimes I'm not even sure I believe it.
I will return to Lacula. Leandra left a veritable legion of sorcerers in her wake, and they'll need guidance now that Source has been cleansed. I'm certain most will be delighted to learn they need not slaughter rabbits, or worse, to secure Source's blessings. And as for the rest, well, all these recruits will need something to do, won't they?
A wizard's work is never done, Source Hunter. I know not what the future holds, but I'll wait for it at my leisure with a pipe and a good book. And on a more personal note, I'm not entirely sure things are hopeless between Akara and I. I know she's angry now, but...
For God's sakes, I'm standing right here. And the answer is, never again. Not for all of Gungear's gold.
We'll see.
I do so hope we'll meet again, Guardian. Aiding you on this journey has been the finest privilege I can fathom.
Your health and happiness, Guardian. And thank you.
Source Hunter, how I rejoice at your return. I may not have scurried through the first garden myself, but thundering tomcats, I can vividly imagine the terrible battle you fought and won in that starry realm. Leandra is dead. It had to be. Astarte is free. The Void Dragon enclosed anew and forever. So few people know that thanks to you and only you, they draw happy breaths. That Zigzags writes with fervor still, and that the Weaver quietly weaves as if nothing ever happened. Your quest is over, Hunter, but your glory is endless. One day your story will be sung and your very name whispered in reverence. How honored I am indeed to be a footnote in your tale.
What's it like out there, I wonder? Out in the world of adventure? Oh, I envy you.
Writing these reports is frightfully boring. How I wish I was sent on an exciting mission such as yours. So this is it then, your alma mater. About as big as my palace's kitchen used to be, but it's not devoid of a certain charm. Well have we deserved a moment of rest, I say, and these halls will serve as good as any. Once we have had some sleep, and in dreams revisited the gardens of our triumph, I will take my leave of you, Hunter, and take to the wilds anew. Hiraka eludes me still, but even a ghastly marvel such as she will surface given time. And time, as you know, is a concept I am utterly beyond. That said, you are welcome to join me, of course. Your companionship, after all, has not been without merit. But that is an adventure for another day. For now, let us fill our glasses and toast to a universe redeemed.
Here I finally am. The Source Hunter Academy. I tell you, Governor, never in my wildest dreams would I have thought I'd actually get to see the old girl with my own two eyes. Not to mention I'm still pinching myself black and blue that I'm standing here a Source Hunter. Of course, I've you and only you to thank for that. So, cheers, Governor. Whiskey's on me. I, found a nice bottle down in the cellar.
So, this is it? After all we've discovered, after the battles we've won, I think it really is over. What do you suppose we should do now? The Void may be caged, but the rest of the realm's villains remain. Rivellon has need of us yet. Onward, against any and all the realm's evils.
And thus the Guardians lived out the remainder of their mortal days. The end. Well, if you really want to know, when our two hard-headed but passionate saviors returned to Rivellon, they started up a steamy romance, a story for the ages, equally familiar in